Happy Sunday, everybody. It is time for our Jeremiah reading for the week. And this week we are on chapter 31 in the Passion Translation. And so if you have never listened, watched the video before, that is what we read out of is the Passion Translation. And after I'm finished reading, wherever it is that you're listening, the footnotes, because there's always a lot of them and such good stuff, will be posted accordingly. If you're watching on Facebook, it'll be in the comment section of the video. If you're watching on YouTube, it'll be in its own separate post, because that's just how you have to do it on there. And so honestly, let's just go ahead and get straight into our reading for the day. Again, chapter 31 in Jeremiah. Israel returns to her homeland. At that time, Yahweh declares, I will be the true God of every family of Israel, and they will be my very own people. Yahweh says, my people who survived the slaughter and the sword found grace in their difficult wilderness. I am bringing Israel to her rest. Yahweh appeared to me from another realm and said, I have deeply loved you with a forever love. That is why I have been so patient and kind to draw you to my heart. You are precious to me, and I will build you up again. Yes, Israel, you will be rebuilt. Once more, you will be decked out in your best attire. Take up your tambourines and go out dancing with great joy. Once more, you will plant vineyards on the mountains of Samaria, and those who plant them will enjoy the fruit. Yes, there will be a day when the watchmen cry out on the mountains of Samaria, come, let's go up to Zion to meet with Yahweh our God and worship him. For Yahweh says, sing with joyous delight for Israel. Yes, shout out praise for the foremost of the nations. Yahweh, save your people, the remnant of Israel. Proclaim the news. Praise him. Shout it out. Watch as I bring them back from the land of the north and gather them from the ends of the earth. Even the blind and the lame will be among them. Expectant mothers, women about to give birth, will come and be a part of that great homecoming. They will return praying with tears as I lead them home. I will guide them to streams of water, by a smooth path where they will not stumble. For I am Israel's father, and Ephraim is my firstborn son. Listen, nations, to the word of Yahweh. Proclaim it on the distant coastlands, saying, although we... Oh, yep, I skipped a page. Hold on. Proclaiming, he who scattered Israel will gather him like a shepherd guards his flock. Yahweh watches over his people, for Yahweh has ransomed the people of Israel and rescued them from an enemy stronger than themselves. They will come singing for joy on the heights of Zion, and the goodness of Yahweh will make them radiant. Yahweh will bless them with grain, new wine, olive oil, flocks, and herds. They will be prosperous and grow like a well-watered garden with no reason to be discouraged. The young girls, the young men, and the elderly will dance and celebrate together. I will turn their sad memories into gladness. I will give them joy after all their trouble and will be their comfort. Yahweh says, I will refresh the desire of my priests with abundance and lavish gifts on my people until they are more than satisfied. New mercy given to Israel. Yahweh says, in Ramah, voices are crying. It is the sound of wailing and bitter weeping. Rachel is mourning for her children, and she refuses to let anyone comfort her over her loss, because her children are no more. Yahweh says, stop weeping and wipe away your tears, for I will reward you for raising your children, declares Yahweh, and they will return from the land of their enemies. There is a door of hope for our future after all. Your children will return to their homeland, declares Yahweh. I have heard it, the people of Israel moaning. You disciplined us like young untamed bulls, but you broke us, and we've learned to obey. Bring us back, Yahweh. Let us come home, for you are our God. Although we turned away, we have repented. You made us aware of our guilt, and we hung our heads. For we were deeply ashamed and humiliated, and we bear the disgrace of our youth. Yahweh replies, Ephraim, you are still my child, no matter what you've done. You are still my beloved children, my very precious children. Even though I rebuke you, my thoughts are filled with love. That is why I am so deeply moved with compassion, for I long for you and have mercy in my heart for you, declares Yahweh. Set up your signposts and road markers to find your way home. Take note of the pathway and remember the road by which you went. Come home, my beloved Israel. Return to your own cities. Faithless one, how long will you hesitate? For Yahweh is creating something new on earth. A woman will rescue a warrior. Restoration and prosperity. Yahweh, the God of Israel, commander of angel armies, says, this blessing will once again be heard throughout Judah and its towns when I bring their captives home. May Yahweh bless the holy place where he lives, O holy mountain of Jerusalem. People throughout Judah and her towns will live together in peace, both the farmers and shepherds with their flocks. For I will refresh the weary soul and satisfy all those who have given up on life. At this I awoke and realized that my sleep had been sweet to me. Israel and Judah. Look, the days are coming, Yahweh declares, when I will repopulate the land of Israel and Judah with both people and livestock. I have watched over them to uproot, to knock down, to overthrow, destroy, and bring calamities. So now I will carefully watch over them as they start over again and rebuild. And I will help them grow, declares Yahweh. In those days, people will no longer quote the proverb, children must pay the consequences of their father's sins. Rather, everyone who eats sour grapes will have a stomach ache. Each one will be responsible for their own sins. The new covenant. Yahweh declares, look, the days are coming when I will enter into a brand new covenant with the people of Israel and Judah. It will not be like the covenant I made with their ancestors when I took them by the hand to lead them out of Egypt. They broke that covenant, even though I was their husband, declares Yahweh. No, this is the new covenant I will make with the people of Israel when the time has come, declares Yahweh. I will embed my law into the core of their being and write it on their hearts and minds. Then I will truly be their God, and they will truly be my people. None of them will have to teach their friends or family, saying, come and now know Yahweh immediately, intimately. Goodness, let's read that one again. None of them will have to teach their friends or family, saying, come and know Yahweh intimately. No, from the least to the greatest, they will all know me intimately, Yahweh declares, for I will remove their guilt and wipe their sin from my memory. God's plan is as certain as the laws of nature. I am Yahweh, all-powerful. I declare to you, I order the sun to light up the day, the stars and moon to brighten the night. I stir the sea and make the ocean waves roar. My name is Yahweh, commander of angel armies. Just as this established order will not pass away, so I will never let Israel cease from being a nation. I, Yahweh, have spoken. It is impossible for you to measure the heavens above or to fathom the foundations of the earth below. In the same way, it is impossible for me to reject my people Israel, no matter what they have done, declares Yahweh. Jerusalem magnificently rebuilt. Look, the days are coming when the people will rebuild Jerusalem for me, declares Yahweh. They will rebuild it from the northeast tower of Hananel to the northwest corner gate, and the measuring line will stretch out farther to the Gareb hill, turning then to Goah, and the entire Hinnom valley with its bones and ashes, and all the fields as far as the brook Kidron to the corner of the horse gate eastward will be consecrated and sacred to Yahweh. Jerusalem will never be overthrown or destroyed again. That was a very long chapter. A lot of good stuff in there, though. Again, that was chapter 31 in Jeremiah in the Passion Translation. Be looking here in the next little bit for the footnotes in, if you're watching on Facebook, I obviously have to post this, cross-post it on YouTube here in just a couple of minutes. But look for in the comment section the footnotes on Facebook and in a separate post after I post the video on YouTube. But that is our Jeremiah reading for the week. I hope you've had a great week this past week, and I hope that your week to come is even better, as the best is yet to come. Next week we will be reading from Jeremiah 32, so be sure to tune in again. See you guys later. Have a good week. Bye.